Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. You are now in my world-famous sipping den. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And in this sipping den, I review everything that has anything to do with alcohol. Just amazing world. And what else do I do? I do everything that has anything to do with coffee, and that is published on Sundays, the coffee. The rest of the stuff is just as I get it, as I feel it, as the inspiration hits. And for you to find all this stuff, YouTube has graciously provided a playlist system. And I have taken that and mastered it. I've broken the code. And I have put all my stuff on there in categories and subcategories to make it easy for you to find. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it for you. And matter of fact, it has become so fantastic. Even the creator cannot explain it. I have to have you go over and check it out. It's too much to even... It's simple, but yet it's not. You go over there, you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Don't forget to give me a sub. It is unbelievably important because that's part of what motivates me. All right? Keeps me highly motivated, truly dedicated, romping, stomping YouTuber. Today, so every year, right here, Goose Island from Chicago puts out a series of special beers, and they release them on the Friday after Easter, Black Friday. These beers are highly sought after. People will wait in line for hours to get their hands on them. I had an opportunity, there were 6 to buy every single one. I didn't. I bought 2. I thought I'd buy the 2 most interesting ones. I didn't want to buy them all. I just didn't. And they're expensive anyway. They go as much as $45 for these. So what is this one? Well, this is one I picked up. It's the 30-year anniversary. I thought it was neat. I'm going to explain. So here's the box, right? There's the beer. It's got some writing. We're going to get into it a little bit because if a lot of people buy it, they don't even know the real history. They don't even know what it is. What is this? So, it's a brewery, all right, that's started by John Hall. He started brewing in 1988. Okay, I'm going to just kind of skip through this. I went through reading a bunch of stuff to get to the meat of it for you. So you have some understanding of what is the buzz. What is this? Okay, so his brewery's in Chicago. Okay, 1988. In 2011, it's sold to Anheuser-Busch. That's who owns this right now. That's fast forwarding through a lot of stuff. The actual brewery that he has now is built in 1995. It has 32 fermentation tanks. That's a lot. I don't know how many gallons they are, but that's a lot of fermentation. They use 15 types of yeast, different yeast strains. They can bottle 500 bottles an hour. They could fill 50 kegs an hour. They were one of the first ones to barrel beer in these bourbon barrels. They started that in 1992. They only use barrels that have held whiskey, bourbon whiskey, for 8 years. It's kind of odd, 8 years or more. Then they aged their their beer in these barrels for 8 to 12 months in non-climate controlled warehouses in Chicago. So it could get hot in Chicago, and it gets damn cold in Chicago. They only use first-use barrels, and they only use them once. They also started on some of them fermenting them in used wine barrels. And then they age them in there to give extra flavors. There's a lot going on. This one is their 30th year. Now, I'll look and see if there's anything skimmed through it that's interesting that I didn't just tell you. No, you know what? No. Let's open this up. I don't want to bore you, but I want to give you an idea of what's going on. You can find out the rest of it yourself. It's easy to Google. So I just took it out of this box, right? Slid out. And now it is in this container. So we're just going to pull it out of here, all right? And here it is. Let's see what I can get off the bottle. That I will read you. Now, so this tag right here says that this is actually aged portions of this beer and then blended together. 36% of this beer is aged in Booker's bourbon barrels. 33% in Knob Creek. These are all Jim Beam Booker Nose collection. So 36% in Booker's bourbon barrels, 33% in Knob Creek bourbon barrels, 17% in Basil Hayden bourbon barrels, and 14% in Baker's bourbon barrels. And then that's all blended together. It's interesting. Stout aged in, and then that repeats it again, 2022. Chicago made, the original bourbon barrel aged stout. Okay. 30th anniversary. It is from 1992 to 2022. July 27th. Okay, that's all it's on here. That's interesting. So enjoy in a snifter. It's kind of like a wine glass. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and I'm going to tell you why I'm using it. And I don't have my opener, so I'm going to have to go get that. You can enjoy what's behind me while I go get that. I'm using this glass. I have sifters because I thought this will hold. You know what? I'm gonna switch it. I'm going to use this one because this is kind of has a wide mouth like a sifter. I'll get all the smell and appreciation out of this glass right here. Let me go get my special assistant. Oh, you're going to love this. I got an assistant that's going to open this for me. Wait till you see this one. Wait till you see this assistant, folks. It will be worth the wait. If you got young kids, put them away because this ain't for the faint of heart, this one. Okay? This here is a Vegas showgirl. You're going to want to see it. Come over here. This is who's going to open it. I told you. All right. Here we go. So what we'll do is we'll look at the, oh man, it hit me. The smell's amazing from that little puff out of there. Oh, and you know what? The ABV, off the top of my head, because I'm not going to waste too much of your time, I believe is about, oh man, it's not on here. Oh, here, well, let me look at this. Develops in the bottle up to 5 years. That's important. So you buy this year, you can age it up to 5 years. And somewhere on here is the ABV, and I believe it is about 14%. All right. So the ABV would be about 28 proof. All right. Enough. Let's get into it. Look at the color on it. Now, you know what barrels it was put in. You know how long those barrels had held bourbon. You know how long this can age. You know the proof, the history. You know everything. Now, this one I'm going to do, I'm just going to sip a little on camera here because this is one that you sit back and you enjoy in the old sipping den in my leather chairs with the music going. Look at it. Look at the color. I'll let you decide on the color. It's beautiful. So's the mermaid, huh? Yeah, I got it all down here. Oh, my God. Whew, it smells good. Color's outstanding. Can't even see me, can you? It's beautiful. Look at the head on it. Okay. It's been put in bourbon barrels. Yeah, no kid. No, I mean, serious business on the smell. Boom. Also has a chocolate. Now, chocolate and bourbon are two damn good things. And that's what's coming out of here. And it's coming out of here strong. All right? Malty, chocolatey, and bourbony. All right. Excuse me for 1 second. All right. Wow. It is sweet. It is sweet. The bitterness does not, the hops does not bounce out the sweetness. This thing is candy. It is a chocolate candy bar. It is a chocolate candy bar filled with a gooey bourbon center. You know those liquor bottles made out of chocolate and you eat them and some of them are bourbon flavored? That's exactly what this tastes like. with a little more bitterness. Right? There is some bitterness. There's none in the candy. So you take that candy with a shot of bitterness, a shot of hops in it, just the slightest bit. And that's what this is. And that is the best way to describe it. Now, I don't know why I would waste any other time talking about any other thing. It is sweet malt. It is chocolate. It is bourbon. And it reminds me of a chocolate bar filled with some type of, say, a liquid, gooey liquid flavored bourbon flavor. And a real dark chocolate with almost no sugar. No, because it's sweet. Because I was going to say that's how you get the bitterness. So we do it like this. Half the chocolate is traditional with the sugar in it, right? Chocolate bar. And the other half is 100% cacao with the bitterness. That's exact. So you get the sweetness from the chocolate, half the chocolate, right? The regular chocolate. Then you get the bitterness from the other half, the 100% cacao chocolate. Still giving a very chocolatey taste. With the bourbon center. That's it. Now, can I taste wood? And maltiness. Can I taste the wood? I'm tasting the bourbon. And I know bourbon say, break down the bourbon further. Like, when you taste bourbon, you don't just say, I taste bourbon, right? You go through but no, because this is mixed in with the stout, and it's just that bourbon background. You can't really pick out, I get the vanilla, and I get this. No, it's what I said. It's basically that candy bar system. I'm going to leave it there. And now I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to enjoy this baby, because this thing here is off the charts. This sucker here there's that little tag I was talking about. Right there. It's part of it, 2022, and then the percentage of everything. So, there it is. There's the old top I peeled off of that bad boy. Right, can you see it? Yeah. And I'm going to sit back in this old den and enjoy it. I'll do the other one, all right, as well. I'll put them out 1, 2 for you all to be able to enjoy these. I could have got 6. Could have got as many as I wanted. I could have got all 6. I thought, maybe you're interested, but I figured 2 would give you a good dose of these. You didn't necessarily need to see 6. And then I bought other stuff as well. Instead of just 6 of these, I bought 2 of the more interesting ones that I thought were interesting. You know they're never going to make this one again. They can't. This is the only one they can't ever make again. Even if they say they're never going to, they can make every other one again except the 30th. They can make 31, and 35, and 167, but they can't make 30. So I thought it was a good one to do for you all. All right, thank you for being here. Don't forget to sub, and I'll see you all in the next one.